So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with an absolutely legendary video. Just look behind me. We are gonna go for a first drive in my new DC2 Honda Integra Type R. Guys, stay tuned for this one. It's gonna be sick. Let's get it. Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it.
For the best in universal premium ester-containing engine oils and fuel additives for both petrol and diesel engines, check the links in the description.
So yes guys, as the intro said, today we are back with a sick video. We're going for a first drive in my all new Integra DC2 Type R. Now it's not only the first time I'm ever driving this car, and it is literally the first time I am ever driving this car. This is the first time I'm ever driving a B series or a B18 that's naturally aspirated. I've never driven one. I've heard they're slow as hell, but make a good noise. So we're gonna work that out today. And yes, this is actually the first time I'll be driving this car, because when we went to get it, we actually collected it with a recovery truck. Mahir from MK Performance actually went for the test drive, gave me the all clear. We dropped it back to my unit right here on the recovery truck, and I parked it up. So today is the first time I'm actually driving this car, so it's going to be really, really interesting. So I'm not going to waffle too much, but what we do is have a quick walk around this car for people who did miss the new car reveal. Basically, this is a B18 6C engine. The car is a UK spec Honda Integra DC2 Type R. So the UK spec comes with the two round headlights at the front. The Japanese spec comes with the kind of the singular kind of rectangle headlights, which a lot of people prefer, but for me, I don't mind these. I do not mind these at all. And of course, if I ever get bored of this front end, I can just swap it with the Japanese spec. This is a 1998 car. And yeah, the engine has actually had a rebuild about 10,000 miles ago, I believe, at which time they port and polished and skimmed the head too. Done a few other little bits like a 421 manifold. It's got a Integra intake here. It's actually still on the old Apexi ECU, which is so outdated now. But I mean, for the time and for the era, it's actually still quite cool. And apparently this car actually now makes 215 brake horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot. And I guess in today's kind of numbers, is not a lot. However, the car weighs less than 1,100 kg. So with that paired together, it should be okay. But we've got to remember that this car is built for the corners, not the straights. It's also had a lot of hard race bits fitted to it to help with that handling. It's well kept. You know, obviously it's 25 years old, so you can't expect it to be like a brand new car. Yeah, man, it's good to add this to the fleet with the DC5, and we've got some serious plans with this bad boy. But what I'm not gonna do is waffle too much. I'm filming this before I actually release the reveal video, so I'm not sure what your guys' thoughts are on this car, so I don't know how to react to what you guys thought of it, if that makes sense. But anyway, enough waffling, let's hop in the car and yeah, man, go for a spin, see what it's about. All right, guys, so we are out in my DC2 Honda Integra Type R, and literally, since I first set out in this car, it's just been all smiles. The first things that strike you is, of course, you're in an old school environment. It's very analog in here, like compared to your newer cars. Obviously, save the manuals, man. We've got a 5-speed manual gearbox with an LSD from factory. But visibility in this car too, just sitting here, you can see everything. Like, you know what I mean? No blind spots. I would almost say this seating position is perfect. Like, you know, it's perfect. I'm not 100% sold on this steering wheel just yet. It's got a v-tec steering wheel. I'm growing to it. But apart from that, I mean, the steering, it feels nice, it feels tight. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem, or it doesn't feel like a car that's 25 years old. The gearbox, nice. Like, you know what I mean? The throttle pedal, a nice feel to it. The brake pedal, again, not heavily servo assisted like your modern cars, and it's got a nice feel to it. It's just a nice, well set up car. You know, just driving slow too. And of course, we got like, I think it's a straight through exhaust on it, and driving it off v-tec, it's pretty damn, it's bearable, like, you know. Of course, I don't care, because I'm not going to be daily in this car. This car is for pure enjoyment. But guys, we want to actually see what this car is about. So straight line speed, is it quick? What's the B18 saying? How does 215 brake horsepower translate onto the road? Let's find out. So in fact, yeah, we'll do a second gear pull and just go through it. All right, cool. Well, v-tec straight away. 9,500 RPM. The sound. It moves. You know what? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. no! Didn't want to go in. This thing actually moves. I don't know why. I took it all the way to about 9,500 RPM there. Didn't want to let me in gear straight away. Hopefully we're not discovering issues live on the fly right now. But apart from that, it's exhilarating. The sound, I think, is the main thing. Second, well, this is third gear now. The build up. A nice little pop when you change gears. The v-tec crossover is really early on this too. I want to say it's 4.5. I don't know if that's standard. Leave it below in the comments. Is that standard? 4,500 RPM for the v-tec? I don't know, but what I will say is this car is a driver's car. You feel everything. There we go. Look at that. Thing's actually moving. Oh my God, I feel like you're going a lot faster than you actually are. Yeah, this is mad. The pedal's nicely spaced for heel and toe too. The steering feels alive, like you feel connected to the road. Hydraulic steering there. And it's a little bit playful. There's like no wheel spin, where you can almost feel the LSD trying to keep you in a straight line. It kind of just moves around just the slightest bit. Let's go. In v-tec already. This car's alright. The brakes feel good too, you know, like. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad boy. This is actually bad boy. It's not that slow. Like 215 brake horsepower. I could lose 215 brake horsepower off my DC5 and I wouldn't even notice. But this in this light car, and I think with that mad red line, and it's going to about 9,500 RPM, it equates to more. Plus, because you're in like, it feels like tin canish, like, you know what I mean? It feels tight, but it feels tin canish. Like, so you're feeling everything. It's more of an experience, like, you know what I mean? Modern cars don't give you this. The first gear. See if we get any wheel spin. All right, first gear. No wheel spin. Let's go. Yeah, boy. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Alright guys, so we're going to do a gassed up 0 to 60 with the V-Box Performance Box Touch on this bad boy. But before we do, you've probably noticed I'm wearing a different outfit right now. And yes, I have swapped for this occasion into my very special K-Swap the World t-shirt, merch should I say, from the Motor Addicts. So a massive shout out to the lads from the Motor Addicts. We got to support our friends, yeah, and I need you guys to go over and support them too. Grab a K-Swap the World t-shirt. I'll put a kind of a full shot of what these actually look like on screen right now. It has this logo on the back too, so if you're a Honda head or you just want to support, make sure you check them out. And also this alludes to what I might be telling you at the end of the video, which kind of just gives it away. But anyway, enough said. Guys, listen, we're going to do a 0 to 60 on this bad boy. Now, they quote 6.3 seconds to 60 in this car. Can you believe it? And that was at 188 brake horsepower, whatever this came out the factory with 25 years ago, which is actually rapid if you think about it, for the given power and for the kind of the time, you know. This is very, very quick. I've had cars, or front wheel drive cars, come on with double the power and not even hit those times. So what we're going to try and do today is at least match that time, because this apparently has got 215 brake horsepower. But what I'd love to see is me better that time. I've got sticky tires on the front too, 808 RSs. I'm willing to give it a shot. So guys, place your bets. Let me know what you think I'm going to hit. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So my first attempt. Tires are going to be cold right now, but we're going to give it my best shot. No launch control on this or anything, so it's all my right foot and clutch control. So let's see what we can do. Place your bets. Right. Let's go. Come on. Okay. That wasn't terrible. That was a 6.39. So a little bit off pace, but I think I can do better. I'm going to go a little bit more aggressive with the start and see what we can get. You know what? Let's just do a Willy Wheel spin. All right, cool. A little bit of heat in the tires. Actually grips really well, even when I'm trying to boot it. All right, cool. Let's do it. Place your bets. Let's go. 6.31. So slightly better. Slightly better. All right, I need a bit of a balance of aggression and control, and I'm gonna go one more time. I need to match. In fact, that is the time. That's the time. 6.31, that's what they quote. How have I missed that? All right, cool. Let's see if we can beat it now. All right, that's a joke. How did I miss 2 times that I actually hit the time I was looking for? Twice. Anyway, never mind. All right, let's try and beat a 6.3. All right, place your bets. Good. That's it. 5.59. 5.59. That is a drastic change. 5.59. Do you know what's crazy, guys? I'll put the front wheel drive leaderboard up right now. I can't actually allow this to chart on that leaderboard because usually on the on-road leaderboard we've got 2 people in the car. However, just to compare it to some of the cars and some of the powers that this is kind of moving as fast as, if that makes sense. Check it out, man. All right, guys, so we're gonna end the video here. Today has been a proper blast from the past. My first time ever driving a Honda Integra DC2 Type R or any B series naturally aspirated car. And I've got to say, like, let's talk about the power first, like, or the lack of it, should we say. I'm actually quite impressed. I definitely think power to weight is playing its part. Plus the theatre of this car, driving the car, actually makes it perhaps feel a little bit faster than in reality what it actually is. I'm actually really impressed with the 0 to 60 actually. Jumping from the quoted 0 to 60 time all the way down to like a 5.59, which is fast. It's pretty fast when you put it next to some of the higher power front wheel drive cars that have been on the channel. But I think the main takeaway from this is this, for one, isn't a 0 to 60 car. I don't think it will ever be a 0 to 60 car. However, it's the handling, it's the way it feels, and it feels alive. The car really does feel good. It feels tight, it feels dialed in. I can see what the hype is about, but I feel like I need to get it on track to really get that feel for it, if that makes sense. But on the road, spirited B-road driving, it's, yeah, no, epic, absolutely epic. Now, obviously, I'm wearing a K-Swap the World t-shirt right now, so that is alluding to what I'm looking to do with this car. I want to enjoy the B series, but I feel like the B series, from what I'm seeing, unless you boost them, you can't really get much power out of them, and I want this to be fast. I want it to be a weapon. So the way I want to do it, and I don't know exactly the stages perfectly, I haven't planned it out, but I want to K-swap it. So I'm going to K-swap it. I know there's going to be a few people who are probably not too happy, but K is king, let's be real. Nowadays, if you want to make power, you need to put a K in it, right? So we're going to do that. I'm kind of thinking maybe like a good power naturally aspirated build at first, maybe put some ICBs on it, and then after that, maybe do something crazy like a big power supercharged build. I'm not talking like a 400, 500 brake horsepower supercharged build either. I'm talking like as much power as you can possibly get out of a supercharged car. From what I'm seeing, I think Roadtrex do a 700 plus brake horsepower kit. So yeah, man. Why not, innit? Why not? We've got to send it. Listen, guys, I won't keep you too long. Thank you for watching and checking in. If you want to see more of this car's journey, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're not already. Share these videos because it always helps. And yeah, man, I hope you've enjoyed today's ride along in this front wheel drive legend, I guess. I guess it's a legend, right? It's a legend. So yeah, guys, with that said, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.